All right, hi water signs. This is going to be your reading. This is for water sign placements. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Be sure to flip and switch the roles and genders and place yourself where you fit in the story, okay? So let's see what the water sign placements. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Most importantly, you need to know right now, okay? What do the water sign placements need to know? Okay, so we got alien, telepathic, dreams, songs. I think Taurus had this. Was it Taurus? Let me see something real quick. Who had that? Oh, it was the earth signs. Okay, so you or somebody can have earth placements. Hey, love and blessings. You or somebody here can have earth placements in their chart, okay? What else? What else for the water signs? Okay, we got hamster wheel. Surviving. Aisha. Hi, Aisha. Aisha. Hamster wheel, surviving, daily hustle. So there could be something so if it's not about earth signs, because I was going to say also there could be something going on with your finances, water signs, your stability, or someone else's that you're connected to, okay? Somebody could be born January 3rd. What else? One more. And we got Verge, about to reveal, confess, and we got crushed. Sad, broken, and feeling alone. Okay, so I'm going to take that because of the way it flew out. You know, with the alien here, telepathic dreams and songs, you guys could be having certain dreams about a particular person or about a particular situation, whether it's about you or someone else. There could be certain songs that you're hearing out of nowhere, like you're getting certain confirmations and messages. There could even be certain like conversations and things that you come across in a TV show or that you hear other people talking about and things like that. And I feel like either you or somebody in your energy wants to reveal and speak up or confess something, and they haven't been able to, or they've been afraid to. Maybe, and it doesn't have to be anything bad, right? I mean, bad and good is subjective, right? So what may seem bad to one person may be fine for someone else. This could have something to do with money. Maybe somebody's not being honest about their finances, about their job or their time. We're going to see what's really going on. But what's alien, telepathic, dreams, and songs? What's alien for the water signs? And that's been coming out for a lot of you guys here. Yeah, Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Two of Pentacles in reverse, child. That's been coming out for you guys for some time, water signs, about somebody trying to hide and cover something up. I don't know if it's y'all or somebody that you're connected to, but Two of Pentacles in reverse, somebody's not going to be able to manage or juggle something much longer. I feel like somebody here also bit off more than they can chew with the Two of Pentacles in reverse, Jupiter and Capricorn, Knight of Pentacles, Virgo, Leo energy. Somebody could be born in August. The Knight of Pentacles is someone that's a bit pretentious. They're not reliable. They're not dependable. They drag their feet to make an offer. They don't finish what they start. They half-ass things. They're very materialistic. They're not stable. They're not really committal. So you could be getting signs, like something could be telling you that someone that you're dealing with is in this type of energy, but maybe you don't have the physical proof, right? Maybe somebody here, they know just what to say, just what to do. Or whenever things come up, you know, they do something or something happens to, I guess, give you like a false sense of reassurance or security. But I feel like that's about to be, something's about to like really be flipped here with the Two of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, some of you guys could be having, I don't know, somebody's in denial. Somebody doesn't see something or they don't want to see it with the Two of Swords here. Moon and Libra, the Chariot, Cancerian energy. There's some type of change that's coming that somebody here does not see. Yeah, the Empress in reverse. They got something to do with a mother figure, a child. Yeah, with the Eight of Cups here. You guys could be walking away from somebody or vice versa. Yeah, the High Priestess. There's something hidden about a connection with the High Priestess. Your intuition is telling you something, but you may not be as confident about what you're feeling. It could be about a family dynamic, a child, or someone that you have children with. What's hamster wheel? Surviving, daily hustle, maybe even a friend. Yeah, the Eight of Swords. Jupiter and Gemini. So somebody feels stuck. They feel trapped. Somebody could feel like they're constantly grinding. They're constantly trying to survive. Somebody feels like they're barely making it. And I feel like the reason why somebody's going through that is because somebody's not stable psychologically or emotionally. And when you're nervous and when you're not regulated emotionally, you overcompensate by overspending. I had this conversation with my therapist like 4 years ago when I was pregnant with my daughter. We was having a conversation about how people, when they're not emotionally stable or mentally stable, and they're in like a scarcity energy or survival mode, people tend to overspend to feel better about whatever they're going through, or it's a way for people to suppress. So I don't know if that could be something that you guys struggle with, or someone that you're tied to. What's Verge about to reveal? Confess. Confess what? Okay, Temperance here, Sagittarius energy. Yeah, somebody could be wanting to speak up about something. They could be wanting to approach you, or you could be needing to ask somebody outright or directly. Something about Valentine's Day, 2/14. Somebody could be born on Valentine's Day, or something about that. What is that, on a Sunday? Was that on a Saturday or something, I believe? Temperance, Sagittarius energy. You or somebody can have Sag in their chart. It's interesting because the Temperance is pouring liquid out here, and there's liquid being poured into a cup here on this card. And we do have crushed here, sad, broken, feeling alone. Some of you guys may feel alone in this situation, or I feel like somebody's going to end up feeling that way. Even if that's not the case, I feel like you or somebody's around a person who's not really showing up. They're not really pulling in their weight. And it could be financially. And it's causing another person to feel trapped mentally and psychologically, or both. And this could be with the Temperance here. Whatever's about to be revealed, maybe this needs to be revealed. Maybe there's something about timing. Maybe this could be a very delicate situation, a very delicate time. But what's alien for earth signs? Water signs. Alien. Yeah, the Sun in reverse. Heavy on a Leo energy. You or someone can have Leo placements in their chart. Somebody had high hopes for something. Maybe a person could be wanting to change their mind with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Maybe somebody maybe somebody no longer wants to follow through with something. Because the Knight of Pentacles upright, they finish what they start. And they're also a bit frugal with their time. They're very committed, very hardworking. In reverse, they're the opposite. So there could be something that somebody here could be feeling let down, or they're going to be feeling let down. I feel like something's only a matter of time at this point. It's not about a win. It's not about a if. It's just about a win, really. Something is going to come out or be revealed regardless. The Sun in reverse could be a lack of clarity. Somebody also could be that could be a lack of clarity. Somebody here being pessimistic. Or somebody they were really optimistic about something, but it's just not gonna, I don't know, somebody was maybe hoping that something would really blend well together, but I feel like somebody's about to realize something is just not compatible. Whatever's going to be revealed here is going to make somebody feel sad, broken, and alone. Even if they're not alone, they're going to feel that way. Hamster wheel. Yeah, some of you guys could have been hoping that some type of financial situation, commitment, relationship, friendship, business, job was going to help you out of something, but it's like something is only getting worse. Eight of Pentacles in reverse, Virgo. This is like hitting a dead end, something not working. Somebody also could be unskilled, they're lazy. Somebody also could be overworking because they don't really have the help or support that they really need. Yeah, Five of Pentacles in reverse, Mercury and Taurus. I don't know, somebody was hoping to recover something or from something financially regarding a relationship, an opportunity. Yeah, but it was an illusion. I feel like something was just, and yeah, that's why the Tower, I'm telling y'all, Knight of Cups, somebody's offer, whether it was love, business, it was all an illusion. Yeah. It was all an illusion. Somebody's really doing something alone. There's some type of false foundation, false sense of stability, false sense of commitment or foundation that's going to be crumbling. And it's going to permanently, with the Death card here, Scorpio energy, it's going to permanently shift something within a person and in a situation. What's Verge for the water signs? Yeah, somebody's not too happy about what's going to be revealed to them. Even if somebody doesn't come right out and say something, what a person is seeing in another person's actions, their behaviors, their habits, they don't like it. Somebody also could be feeling a bit temperamental, a bit moody. That could be revealing something. Moon in Cancer. Yeah, Seven of Swords. Somebody's moods or behavior is revealing how they really feel. Whatever somebody's been trying to hide or mask is showing up in their moods, their emotions, their behavior, their choices, decisions, lack thereof. Somebody could be born July 26th or 28th, June 28th. And this could be about some type of equality or distribution of resources. There could be confrontation or fights about money, where something is going, how something, yeah, the King of Pentacles in reverse. Some of you guys could be dealing with someone who's a cheater, or they're not financially responsible. They could even have gambling addictions. They're materialistic. They overspend money. Somebody also could be having health issues. Something is backfiring, and I feel like somebody's lies are catching up to a person. And we have the King of Swords in reverse, the Queen of Swords upright, and the Queen of Pentacles upright. So both the King and Queen, both the King of Pentacles and King of Swords are in reverse, which tells me the Queen of Swords and Queen of Pentacles being upright, you and somebody are not a match. There's two people who are not a match. I feel like there's one person in this situation, whether it's a relationship, friendship, or business, that's stable, honest, secure, and the other person is the very opposite. And in this case, opposites do not attract. Somebody here is not happy. They're feeling apathetic with the Four of Cups. They're not pleased. I don't know, somebody's trying to ignore something just to keep the peace, but that's only going to last but so long. Somebody's not going to be able to mask something or deceive something or be avoidant and ignore something much longer. So, yeah, opposites don't attract in this. Somebody's not happy about something. And this could be something with the Temperance that happens over time. Maybe somebody's not happy about how long they have to wait for something. Because the Temperance could be divine timing and patience. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Also, somebody here is being inflexible because we did see the Two of Pentacles in reverse. That's a person who doesn't know how to compromise. They're rigid. They're not flexible or adaptable. They don't know how to deal with change. They don't like change. They're not, and with the Temperance, this even talks about going with the flow, handling something with delicacy and gentleness. That's not really somebody's forte. It's not. That may not be somebody's strong suit with the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody may not be the most skilled with patience, with waiting. Somebody here could be sulking, walking around moody. They're not happy about something. Or they won't be. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, Five of Cups. Regret, shame, guilt. Mars in Scorpio. The Emperor here. Something could be dealing with a father figure, Aries. This could be your father, a brother, your child's father, if you have one, your boss or manager or supervisor or mentor. I feel like there's some type of wake-up call that somebody's receiving, and it's going to force somebody here needs to grow up and be more responsible. They're going to be forced to, whether they want to or not, man or woman. For my woman, you may be forced to step in. You may be forced to step into this masculine role because your partner or whoever you're dealing with may be more feminine than you, or they may not be. They may be younger, or they may not. If it's not about age, they could be older than you, shit. But they're not mature. Their maturity is not where it needs to be. So you may feel like you got to be the man in the situation, or you got to be the emperor, whether you're a man or a woman. And if you're a man, this could be alerting you about someone that you have kids with, or someone that you're doing business with, or whatever the case. But we're going to see. 5 of Cups. Somebody also could be alerted to take action regarding something and not just sit around and wait. 5 of Cups. Yeah, 10 of Swords in reverse. Gemini Sun. 6 of Wands in reverse and the 9 of Wands upright. I feel like somebody's trying to stick something out because they care about their reputation. Somebody cares about how they're perceived by people. Somebody here could be born October 29th. Somebody cares about how people see them. So they may grin and bear something just off the strength of that. Even though something is not working, somebody's going to grin and bear. But I feel like somebody's mood is going to end up, something's going to end up exploding. Hey, wealthy, her. Hey, kids. It's all the signs together. 10 of Swords in reverse. Yeah, the Magician. Virgo, Gemini energy. Yeah, 4 Wands in reverse, Venus and Aries. There could be an unhappy, there's a false sense of, there's a false foundation here. Somebody could be born November 29th. Strength in reverse, Leo energy. Somebody's in a really weak and vulnerable position. The Magician is a lack of resources, a lack of clarity with the Sun in reverse. Somebody here could be being manipulative. They could be, I don't know, somebody here is doing something energetically to confuse someone, or their behavior is just not consistent and it's causing somebody to be confused. Because if your intuition is telling you one thing, but then it gets thrown off by what somebody's doing or what they're showing you in front of your face, you're going to feel confused by that. Or somebody's behavior is inconsistent. That could be a manipulation tactic, or that's just something about them. It doesn't have to be, I don't know, well, it depends. Because it could be out of malice, it could not be. That could just be how somebody is. Somebody's just not a consistent and stable person. Even if they want to be, they just may not know how. This can stem from their childhood. Somebody may have to get out of a poverty mindset. Especially if you guys have like finances tied together. Whether it's business, love, children, whatever. Yeah, somebody could be avoiding a collapse of something. Because they could be trying to avoid being alone, being single, their image, breaking up a home, whatever this is with the 4 Wands in reverse. That could be what it is. Somebody's like being manipulative to avoid. Somebody also could be like trying to guilt trip another person or play on somebody's like intelligence. Like indirectly, subliminally, psychically. On their psyche. What's the Sun in reverse? Somebody could also be playing on somebody's ego. Yeah, Queen of Cups. Somebody's emotions, somebody's too close. Somebody here can't see something clearly. They can't judge a situation properly because their emotions are too caught up. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. This could be you guys, or this could be another water sign or a water sign placement. The Queen of Cups is also Gemini. Somebody could be a June Gemini, June Cancer. What's the Queen of Cups here? Somebody also could be trying to mask their feelings. Yeah, somebody doesn't want a relationship, or they don't want the vision of a partnership or a relationship to collapse. So they're lying to themselves. Either somebody's being self-deceptive, or they're or not, or they're allowing, or somebody else is being deceptive to another person. Either somebody's deceiving you or you're deceiving somebody, or this could be what somebody else is going through. This could be some type of emotional attachment, even though somebody's intuition is telling them something else with the high priestess here. Yeah, and it's because maybe somebody doesn't want to push another person away. Somebody, either with the Empress in reverse, somebody can struggle with self-esteem. They struggle with self-worth. This could be an unexpected or unplanned pregnancy. Something may happen after a pregnancy, or something with a person's mother, a mother figure, child's mother, their own mother, or how they relate or operate in feminine energy and softness and vulnerability and nurture and care, things like that. Somebody's worried that if they say something or confront something, that they're going to be abandoned. They don't want to be disappointed. Hey, Ebony. So they're just hiding how they feel. They're going along with things. They're allowing themselves to be manipulated, or they can't see it. Somebody may not even just be able to see it. Two of Cups. Yeah, the World card. I feel like somebody here, for whoever this is, a relationship, a partnership, whatever it is a big achievement to this person. So somebody will be depressed. They'll suppress themselves, allow themselves to be oppressed by any means necessary, as long as they keep a connection together. This could even be someone that's a bit needy, codependent. They struggle with independence, possibly. They could be maybe financially well on their own or somewhat stable, but emotionally, psychologically, they struggle with that. This could even be someone that always has to be partnered. Somebody doesn't really feel complete being single. They need a partnership to feel complete with the world here. That's feeling whole and complete. Somebody here needs that, and that's why somebody's willing to grin and bear, willing to deal with manipulation, trickster energy, overworking themselves just to have someone in their energy. They're willing to pretend and go along with whatever, be stressed out, be dissatisfied, be discontent, just to, as long as they can say, I have someone. And that's most people, to be honest. No shade, but that's most people. But that's not going to be able to uphold for long. False foundations, false systems, all those things they crumble at some point. And the longer it takes to crumble, the worse off it is. The World card is fixed sign energy, Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius, heavy on the Leo. What's the Eight of Swords? Somebody's pride could even be getting in the way heavy here. Eight of Swords. Yeah. The Hermit. Virgo. Somebody doesn't really have no inner counsel. Somebody could be relying on external validation. That's what's keeping them in some type of loop, or keeping them in this Eight of Swords, this mental entrapment. Somebody's ignoring their inner counsel. The Hermit is inner counsel. It's inner wisdom. Somebody could be outsourcing wisdom, outsourcing some type of validation. Somebody also could be somebody here could be paranoid or scared surrounding finances, commitment, obligations here as well. Somebody's also feeling powerless with the Magician in reverse, especially in regards to resources. Or this could be what somebody is doing energetically, or I don't know, flip and switch it. You or somebody can have Virgo in their chart. What's the Hermit in reverse? Somebody here could be but somebody's basically being a martyr. Pisces here. You or somebody can have Pisces in their chart. The Nine of Pentacles, King of Swords. I'm in reverse. Nine of Pentacles is Venus and Virgo. Maybe somebody doesn't want to be single. Maybe somebody doesn't like being single. And I'm not saying you got to be single forever, but depending on the situation, sometimes it's, you're better off doing things yourself rather than overcompensating and overextending yourself. And it's like you got to overextend yourself, and then you also got to please and take care of another person who's not really meeting you halfway. And if there's kids involved, you got to deal with that. And it's a lot to keep up with. Somebody here is basically deciding to be a martyr. Somebody's not really stuck. They're choosing to be stuck with this Hangman in reverse. Somebody's refusing to shift their perspective. They're refusing to do the shadow work. They're refusing to go within. Somebody here could also be playing victim. And they're playing victim because they don't want to let something go. They don't want to, there's a negative pattern on repeat. And this could be regarding somebody's finances or their commitments. The type of people they commit to, what they're committing to, what they're doing with their money, how, how it, whatever. Somebody's refusing to see something. They don't want to shift their perspective, so they're stuck. It's more so psychologically. And also they're deciding to basically be a martyr. Whether somebody's single, married, or in a relationship or a partnership, they're going to feel alone. They're going to be basically a martyr and feel alone regardless. Because, again, somebody else is not really pulling their weight for real. Hangman in reverse. Yeah, Empress in reverse. Somebody has issues with their self-worth. Somebody here, there's a negative pattern on repeat regarding someone's relationships or somebody's money. Maybe somebody has a mother wound here. And mother wounds are the source of financial issues. Sacral and the heart chakra. So somebody's crown chakra with the Magician in reverse. Sacral and heart with the Empress in reverse, and Hangman in reverse for the crown. And with the Sun in reverse, somebody's solar plexus or heart those chakras could be blocked. There could be an issue with a person's confidence, self-esteem, expression, willpower, drive, discipline. With the Empress in reverse, the sacral chakra, something could be, somebody has a negative pattern regarding a person's relationships. Somebody keeps choosing partners where they have to basically overcompensate in some kind of way. If you're a woman, you're constantly having to be these men's mothers. If you're a man, you're constantly dealing with women who don't value themselves and they're extremely needy and codependent and drain you of your finances. And for my woman, you can't really rest in your femininity because it's like you're too busy being somebody's mother. You're not being taken care of like you're supposed to be. I'm not super traditional, but I feel like each gender has their role for a reason, biologically and practicality-wise. It's there. Certain things are set up for a reason. And when you go against nature, you do tend, when you go against nature, you do tend to suffer more. Going against the natural order of things. I don't know. But the Empress in reverse, a lack of self-worth. Somebody's needy, they're codependent. Somebody here can have a very demanding job, demanding partner. Yeah, that could be a lack of growth, a lack of abundance, a lack of expansion. Like, Somebody also could be worried about abandonment. They don't want to be abandoned. So somebody's going to be a martyr. Empress in, but that's not going to work either. Empress in reverse. Yeah, somebody's biting off more than they can chew. Somebody's not going to be able to juggle two things. Two people, two things. They're not going to be able to do everything alone. Even if they have a partner, it's basically like they are. And Jupiter and Capricorn here with the Two of Pentacles in reverse. Something could be messy. Two of Pentacles is like somebody's not open. They don't want to change. Somebody won't even change their perspective. And that's why somebody's going through what they're going through emotionally and psychologically. They won't even fuck changing their routine or fuck changing how they deal with finances or commitments or people. Somebody won't even be open to changing their perspective. They don't even want to be open to seeing something for what it is. Even about themselves, they don't want to see it. So it is what it is. Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody's going to keep hitting a dead end. Somebody could also be very avoidant. Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody could be in debt. The stepchild, Nine of Cups in reverse. Jupiter and Pisces. Somebody overindulges. Somebody has a hard time with moderating something. It could be food. It could be eating out. It could be spending money. It could be shopping. It could be whatever it is. I feel like somebody here is never satisfied. Nine of Cups in reverse. Somebody also is gonna, somebody could be losing a lot of money. Somebody they're realizing that they made a bad investment. This could be somebody's spouse or child's mother, father, whoever, I don't know. Seven of Pentacles, Saturn and Taurus. Something is not growing, and it's not gonna grow. Something is not being nurtured in the right environment. And whether that's a relationship, a job, a home, I don't know. But a wish is not gonna be granted. And with the Nine of Cups in reverse, somebody's not happy or satisfied. They're just not. This could even be some type of spell work or manipulation that's backfiring. And now somebody is caught up or stuck in a cycle of like bad relationships, or they're stuck with a particular person. Somebody's not going to be getting what they want, though. Something's going to be a dead end. Nine of Cups and the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. There's like no financial stability. This is bad. Something is not stable. It's not solid. Yeah, this could be about a family dynamic. And the King of Cups in reverse. Somebody's emotionally manipulative. Nine of Cups, Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, the Justice here. Yeah. This is the consequences and the result of a person's choices and actions, and who they choose to partner with, who they choose to build families with, who they chose to marry, invest in, what they chose to invest in. Their lack of, somebody's got to be accountable for why they're not happy and for why something is not working. And it could be something regarding a relationship or a partnership, business, whatever. What's Justice? Libra. You or somebody can have Libra in their chart. Honesty, integrity is going to be needed. Justice. Yeah, Knight of Swords. Somebody also could owe you guys money. Y'all could be getting some of you guys could be leaving one job and going into another. You could be getting good news about a job here, or like clientele for those of you that work for yourselves. A business. You could be also, some of you guys, if you're starting a new routine, you're going to see the results of it, but you're going to have to leave behind certain habits and things that are just not good for you. Somebody here could even be having to sober up or get clean, or with the star here, cleanse. You could be doing like a fasting or cleanse. Knight of Swords. Gemini, Taurus energy. Somebody could be born in May. What's the Knight of Swords? They may even be in confrontation. Somebody may end up confronting somebody with the truth about something, and it may cause somebody here to, like, I don't know, somebody here could be leaving a home, moving out, leaving a job. Something is also just out of alignment with somebody. Or somebody's out of alignment, period, for opportunities and things. Knight of Swords. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles. And the Seven of Wands here in reverse. A lack of compromise. Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sag. December Capricorn, December Sag. Seven of Wands in reverse. Mars and Leo. Somebody could be really defensive, really confrontational. Somebody here knows what's right and what's wrong, but I don't know, somebody feels defeated. I don't know, somebody just feels like somebody here is not confused with the moon in reverse. They know what's going on. They know what they're doing, or they know what somebody else is doing, but they just don't care, I guess. I don't know. I really don't. The Knight of Swords talks about fast change, seizing an opportunity, or an opportunity coming towards you. You guys may have to, somebody may have to let their guard down for this. Or somebody's going to have to be, somebody needs to learn how to compromise. Some of you guys have a hard time getting along with somebody. And it's because they're too defensive. Somebody here could be a bit self-absorbed too. They don't know how to compromise. Man or woman. What's the Temperance? Somebody also could be a bit of an opportunist here. Temperance. Somebody also could have lowered their standards, or somebody's trying to get a person to lower their boundaries, lower their guard. Yeah, Ace of Cups. Yeah, I'm telling y'all, strength in reverse, whatever somebody is trying to, because the strength talks about self-control, Leo energy, heavy Leo in this reading. So something about the heart chakra or somebody's emotions may not, yeah. Somebody's not going to be able to, if somebody doesn't say something with their words, their emotions, their mood is going to start to say it. Ace of Cups, upright with the strength in reverse. Somebody's not going to be able to hold something in much longer. Yeah, Three of Wands. Yeah, somebody's keeping something close to their chest. Ace of Cups with the strength in reverse. Yeah, I'm telling y'all, with the Knight of Wands, somebody's been very, y'all could be seeing 777. The Earth signs, go watch the Earth sign reading. What was that about? Yeah, somebody was doing, in the Earth sign reading, somebody was doing everything in their power to keep some type of relationship or trauma bond going, or keep some type of trauma going. So, and the Earth signs are your sister signs, okay? So if you're Cancer, Capricorn is your sister sign. If you're Pisces, Virgo is your sister sign. If you're Scorpio, Taurus is your sister sign. So you may want to go watch the Earth sign reading. But the Knight of Wands here, yeah, somebody's mood, their behavior is going to end up, somebody's mood and behavior is going to say what their words aren't saying. Somebody's actions are going to say what their lips aren't saying, pretty much. Knight of Wands, Sag, Scorpio energy. Somebody could be a November Sag, November Scorpio. Seven of Swords here, Moon in Aquarius. Maybe somebody's trying to avoid confrontation. Somebody could be trying to just do something on a slick tip, but that's not going to work. Somebody also can have a fear of rejection with the Four of Cups. But you see in the Seven of Swords, somebody's walking right into a trap. So while somebody's trying to take a shortcut with the Knight of Wands, Seven of Swords, Knight of Pentacles in reverse, they're going to end up falling into a bigger trap. So, Four of Cups here. Yeah, Three of Pentacles. Somebody's going to end up doing something alone, or they're going to, it's like, I feel like I'm repeating the thing. And the Mars in Capricorn with Three of Pentacles, this could be something to do with your work, co-work, people that you work with, people that you have to, a person or people that you have to collaborate with, contracts. Somebody's not going to be happy with the result of something. They're just not. How something looks, how something turns out, but it's going to be a lesson for somebody moving forward, hopefully. What's the Three of Pentacles? Yeah, Five of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody may have to, yeah, something may even drive somebody to go to counseling or therapy, or to get help for something. Yeah, Five of Pentacles in reverse. Mercury and Taurus, that's recovering, coming out of something, healing, getting out of a scarcity mindset, or recovering from some type, recovering definitely financially. Or the way somebody is trying to stay out of poverty, or the way somebody is trying to recover from something, it's just not going to work, because somebody's not being, they're being sneaky, they're being deceptive, they're being avoidant. They're not confronting who and what they're supposed to be confronting. Five of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, Three of Cups in reverse. Mercury in Cancer. There could be some gossip that's about to be revealed. This could be from a friend, a coworker. Somebody now, if somebody now could want to collaborate with you guys, they could want to get on the same page now. They don't want to be on the outside looking in. You may be on a break from this person. You guys may not be talking. For some of y'all, yeah, you could have blocked communication or something couldn't move forward. 3 of Cups in reverse. Something may be revealed at a celebration, a function, a gathering. 3 of Cups in reverse. Even if something is not said, there's going to be a lot that's going to be revealed, even if people don't say it out loud. 3 of Cups in reverse. So whatever somebody been hiding or covering up, whether a relationship, themselves, whatever, people are gonna see it. They just may not say nothing. That's all. 3 of Cups in reverse. Yeah, oh my God, the Tower. I'm telling y'all, there may be a blow up at work, a blow up because somebody's not gonna be. I don't know. Somebody here is just not. Something is just not gonna work. Somebody may end up walking out of some place, or even if that's not, even if people aren't physically or verbally doing or saying certain things, the energy is going to be felt. Some things will be able to be kept inside, and some is just not. The Tower, Aries, Scorpio energy. There could be some gossip about whatever somebody's been hiding. There may even be people that see a faulty foundation within a situation. They may not say it, but they see it. They may participate, they may help, but they're doing so more so out of obligation, not because they feel good, but not because it's celebratory. And it's because it's like everybody else sees what's going on except this one person. Everybody else is asking questions, but the one person whose emotions are tied to this, they see it more as a celebration and achievement. Everybody else is like, what the hell's going on? This doesn't make sense. The Tower, everybody else sees the trajectory of this, or you see it. Tower. Yeah, I'm 5 of Wands in reverse. Y'all could be seeing 555. Fire signs got 555. Yeah. I feel like somebody here knows the truth, but they don't care. And it's going to backfire. It's going to backfire. This is going to backfire on somebody. One way or another. Oracle messages. Yeah, shyness and social anxiety. Some of you guys could be breaking out of that, or you could need to break out of that, because it could be robbing you of opportunities, especially when it comes to networking or getting to know people. Or this is somebody else. What else? Yeah, sacral chakra, emotions, creativity, sexuality, pleasure. The crystals are carnelian, sunstone, snowflake, obsidian. The element is water. Archangel, Zedekiel. It says, I am in touch with my feelings, and I embrace my creativity and sexuality. So again, the Empress in reverse. Somebody can need to work on their sacral chakra. The sacral chakra is ruled by Cancer and Scorpio. Excuse me. Yeah, feeling insecure. Yeah, indecisive. Somebody here could be feeling indecisive because they really feel it's insecurity. Somebody, there could even be paranoia too, a deep fear of something. Shyness and social anxiety. Yeah, throat chakra. Somebody has a hard time speaking up about something, and it's causing someone to feel overwhelmed and anxious. Communication, self-expression, healing, releasing, creativity. The crystals are sodalite, androlite, blue lace, agate. The element is ether. Archangel Michael. It says, I speak only the truth and I listen to others. Somebody here needs to be honest with themselves first. Sacral chakra. And I feel like somebody here is not even willing to do that. So they're going to stay on they're going to just be on this hamster wheel regarding their finances, their relationships, whatever it is. Sacral chakra. Yeah, somebody got no shade, but somebody has low self-esteem. That Empress in reverse, somebody has low self-esteem. And somebody has a hard time seeing the bigger picture. And it's going to cause this person to be really depressed and feel ignored, feel casted aside, feel like their needs aren't getting met. And they're going to end up blowing up, feeling insecure, indecisive. Yeah, lack of love and compassion. And we got being overly critical. So you could be dealing with someone that's being overly critical, or somebody could see you this way. Or maybe somebody's being overly critical of themselves. I don't know. But maybe somebody fears a lack of support, being rejected, being alone. But something's going to come out. This has been coming. This has been haunting y'all's readings for some time now. So, yeah, with that tower, it's, yeah, when the tower comes, you better off confronting things and doing what you need to do on your own, because when the universe steps in and brings the tower, it's usually not pretty. And it's going to be real. Something's going to end up being really dramatic. It may even interfere with friendships, future collaborations, future celebrations, openness, communication, get-togethers, all types of things. But this is your reading, water signs. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.